Seed of Rejection Part 9. The Innocent Blood. The rain had not stopped since evening. It drummed against the zinc roof like restless fingers, angry, impatient, accusing. Fidelia sat on the edge of the bed, her hands trembling, her mother's words still echoing in her head like a curse. If he lives, you lose everything. If he dies, you gain everything. Her mother, Madame Rose, paced the room slowly, her eyes cold, calculating, nothing like the woman who once taught her prayers. Pastor Cyprus was no longer a husband in her eyes. He was now an obstacle. That night, Fidelia cooked as she had never cooked before. Akpu, smooth, hot, perfect. Bitter leaf soup, thick, rich, fragrant with dried fish and stock. Pastor Cyprus smiled when he sat at the dining table. "Ah, Fidelia, today's food smells heavenly," he said warmly. Madame Rose watched him silently from the corner, her lips pressed tight. As Fidelia served the soup, her mother slipped something into it, colorless, odorless, merciless. Fidelia's hand shook. For a moment, her conscience screamed. But then she remembered the nude pictures, the shame, the twins, the inheritance. She pushed the plate closer to her husband. "Eat, my love," she whispered. He did. Minutes later, Pastor Cyprus froze. His food fell from his hand. His eyes widened. "Fidelia," he gasped. "My chest." He staggered to his feet, clutching his throat as if invisible hands were squeezing life out of him. Madame Rose stood up slowly. "It has started," she said calmly. Pastor Cyprus crawled toward the door, dragging his body across the floor, his breath coming in sharp, broken sounds. With shaking hands, he reached for his phone. "Favor," he whispered, dialing his sister's number. But before the call connected, Madame Rose slammed the door shut and locked it. Favor heard the noise. A chair falling. A muffled groan. "Brother," she called, knocking. "Brother, are you okay?" Inside the room, Pastor Cyprus lay on the floor, foaming slightly, his eyes begging. Fidelia panicked. "Mama, what do we do?" she cried. Madame Rose's voice was sharp. "Finish it." Fidelia grabbed a pillow, her hand shaking violently. "No, no, I can't." "Do it," her mother barked. Tears streamed down Fidelia's face as she pressed the pillow over her husband's face. Pastor Cyprus struggled weakly beneath her. His hands scratched at the floor. Madame Rose joined her, pressing down harder. The knocking continued outside. "Brother, open the door." Then, silence. The struggle stopped. Pastor Cyprus' body went limp. His eyes stared into nothing. Death had claimed its own. They waited. 1 minute. 2 minutes. No movement. Madame Rose finally stood up, straightened her wrapper, and wiped her hands. "It is done," she said flatly. Fidelia collapsed to the floor, sobbing silently beside her husband's corpse. Outside, Favor knocked once more, then stopped. When everywhere became quiet, she returned to her room, confused but tired. That same night, Madame Rose left the house without looking back. The rain stopped, but the house felt colder than ever. 10 p.m. Favor was half asleep when a loud scream tore through the silence. "Ah!" She jumped out of bed. Then came violent banging on her door. "Favor, open. Please open." It was Fidelia's voice, but twisted, broken, terrified. Favor rushed to the door and opened it. Fidelia burst in, shaking uncontrollably. She grabbed Favor's arm tightly. We've lost him, she cried. He was complaining of chest pain, then we lost him. We've lost him. He was just sleeping, then he started complaining of chest pain. Favor, we've lost him. Favor was completely confused. Lost who? She shouted. Meanwhile, there was a heavy downpour outside. An owl flew to the mango tree in front of the house, hooting like never before. Favor looked out of the window. Fear gripped her completely. Fidelia has collapsed on the floor. What is happening to my brother's wife? Where is my brother? To be continued in Part 10.